Today we are going to have Tracie Sponenberg. It's our speaker in Everything HR conference. We had a very inspiring speech yesterday. So Tracie, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little about yourself first.
Great. So I've spent the last 30 years working in human resources, the last 9 years or so as a chief people officer, so leading human resources for a mid-sized to large company in the US with locations all over New England. And I just left a few months ago to start my own business and doing something similar, but with other companies with a lot of deskless workers, a lot of hourly workers, and helping them improve their HR departments, helping them upskill their employees, and helping them generally improve their overall work.
You said that HR is an intersection before art and science.
Yes.
Tell us about this a little bit more.
I think we tend to focus on, at least I used to tend to focus on the art of human resources, and if you think about soft skills and the things that we're really naturally good at, for the most part, empathy and listening and, being present and caring and love, those are all really skills that come into place at work. And so that art piece, we're naturally pretty good at. And that science piece, the measuring, the data, etc., for a lot of us in human resources, including myself, that was not present in the earlier parts of our careers. And so the people coming into human resources now, I think, are learning data, and they're learning science, and they're learning all of that. But that data science piece and that component of measurement is critical to what we do moving forward in the field.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for HR managers?
I think, and we talked about that a little bit yesterday, the world of work is changing so fast, and I think at HR we sit in the intersection of the people and the business, and what I believe is in leading people first. So we're always 100% for people. And for the right companies, you're for the people and you're for the business, and those are in balance. But it's not always that way. So I think for us, really sitting in that middle place and balancing those needs and putting together that people strategy with the business strategy and facing the changing worker demographics, the Gen Z coming into the workplace and wanting very different things than we've seen before, needing very different things, and forcing companies to be very transparent. I think that our jobs are going to be a lot more difficult. It's not hiring and firing anymore. That's not what we do. It's really that coaches, consultants, guides, architects piece. That's a real shift in what we've done in the past.
Yeah, there are voices that are saying that HR is going to disappear in a way or another. How do you see things?
I think it won't look the same. I don't.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it isn't going to disappear. Hopefully not in my career time, hopefully not in my lifetime, but it will look a lot different, because a lot of what we used to do, and I mentioned yesterday, managers used to send people to HR. And so HR was the bad place where people used to go if they needed to be disciplined, if they had a performance issue, if they had to talk about anything, managers would hand people off. And that's no longer the case. So the day-to-day HR work of old is done by managers now. And so for a lot of people that I know, that's a very uncomfortable place to be, because that's giving up the authority and that control that HR had in part. But that's gone in most companies, and it's going away in all other companies. And so you have to look at, okay, what's left? That coaches and consultants, the guides. And so that's not a comfortable place to be for some people. And I think we're going to have to carve out a niche in being a real business function that is the heart of the organization, that is for people and helping our people grow and thrive. And a lot of companies are doing that, a lot of companies aren't. But I think if we continue to do that and continue to evolve that way, there'll be a place for HR. It won't be called HR. Now we're shifting in the United States. You see increasingly more people departments or people in culture. And so it won't be called HR, it will be called something else, and it may be a number of different functions. We've seen a lot of talent functions separated from people functions. We've seen a lot of compliance functions pulled out and put into legal. But it won't be called HR, but I think there'll be a place in the future.
Some people are struggling to find another meaning for HR, the acronym to be changed in a human resourceful or something like that, or maybe we don't have to struggle to change only the acronyms and to find another meaning. Maybe we can say otherwise, we don't have to.
You don't have to. It doesn't matter what it's called. It matters what we do. It really doesn't matter what it's called. Just not personnel. No more personnel.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. We can talk for hours about these things. It was a very nice presentation yesterday. It's very inspiring what you're doing.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, and hope to see you again.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.